Hello, welcome back to Tottenham Logic. Subject today: is Tottenham's forgotten man back from the Jed? I know. Stop overhyping him. Stop getting carried away. It's only Hearts. It's only a friendly. Yes, I understand that. But let me just explain why I think that we should definitely keep Jed Spence this season. But before I give my reasons, smash that like button if you want Jed Spence to stay. My videos average between 20 and 50 likes, which I really appreciate, but I guarantee this one doesn't get past 20 likes. There's a lot of Jed Spence hate out there. We all know the story. Jed Spence had attitude problems, which is why he was never been given a chance at Tottenham. Firstly, what were these attitude problems? Because every time I saw him on the pitch, he seemed like he was trying his hardest. And to be fair, he didn't really get a lot of time to prove anybody wrong. Conte didn't like Spence. That was very clear, claiming he was a club signing and basically refusing to play him through, in my opinion, pure stubbornness, which to me is very unfair considering how good, how much of a talent he is and how well he did at Forest before he came to us. He was highly rated and other clubs wanted him. Last season he was loaned out again, and the rumours were the same. He didn't have the right attitude, but didn't think anyone. But did anyone think for a second that he could be felt that Tottenham treated him bad? You know, that Tottenham turned their backs on him. Tottenham turned his career upside down. Maybe he was feeling angry at Spurs. Maybe his heart weren't in it. Maybe his heart weren't in it being at Spurs. And can you blame him for how he was treated? Fast forward to last night's match, where Tottenham won 5-1 against Hearts at Hearts Ground, where the Seagulls dominated the Canvas somehow. It came on in the second half, and with all the great performances in the second half, and they were many, there was Mikey Moore, Lucas Bergwall, etc., etc. But the player that stood out the most was Djed Spence. Most people thought he was the best player on the pitch. And before you say it's only Hearts, well, how comes Porro didn't play that well then? He didn't play as well against Hearts. Spence did. Emerson Royale, another first teamer, sort of, didn't play as well as Jed Spence. Jed Spence was the better player on the pitch that night. So he was playing like a man possessed. He was playing like a man that wanted to prove something. He was playing for a place in that squad. There was no sign whatsoever, in my opinion, of a bad attitude. In fact, it was the complete opposite. He was rampaging down the wing every chance he got. He seemed to suit the style of play down to the ground. Remember, he's not even played this system under Ange yet, and he already looks like he owns that position. He looks like our number one right back last night. His assist for the Lancashire goal was technically brilliant, sliding him in with the outside of his boot whilst looking in the opposite direction. That just shows he's a threat going forward. And on top of that, he got on the end of a Timo Werner cross, coming in at the back post, which is what Ange Ball loves. And that's the iconic Ange Ball, getting on the right back, getting on the end of a cross from the left winger. You see, so already this just proves he's listening to tactics, he's implementing them, he's putting in 100%, and he's definitely not showing bad attitude. He's super quick too, which will only benefit him in this system. Can you imagine him and Johnson playing in the same team on the right-hand side with all that blistering pace? All you have to do is look back to a couple of years back, and I think, let me know in the comments if I'm right, I think that Jed Spence and Johnson played together at Forest when they got promoted and they had that brilliant season. We need a right back, that much is clear. Yeah, so why not keep Jed Spence for another season? Bonus is he's English as well. So all these attributes he's got. He's strong, he's fast, he's technically good, he can get on the end, score goals, he's agile, he's super fit, and he fills the homegrown quota. He's English. So, and that's everything we need in a right back. You can call this reactionary if you want, after just one friendly, but the talent has always been there. No one's ever doubted that. We've all been brainwashed to think that he's got a bad attitude. Maybe he just wasn't loving Spurs at the time because they just turned their back on him. He's got all the attributes to be an outstanding player. We can also save the money we was going to spend on a right back and use it to sign an Eze or Pedro Neto or a dominant striker like Ivan Toney, because that would be brilliant if we had someone like him in. So let me know in the comments what you thought of this performance. Has this changed your mind about Jed Spence, or do you still want him out the door? Remember to give this video a like if you want him to stay, and I'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.